I'm Wendy.
Standing in the center of the dark courtyard in Italy, the smell of wet earth and wild fennel filling my lungs, I watched the notifications roll in on my phone like a tide. The vibration that once made my heart race with fear now only brought a sense of calm. The photo of me and my partner Miles, taken during our impromptu wedding in the rain, had gone viral, exposing the dark secrets of my family. My family, the Harrisons, were a prominent name in our hometown. My mother, Amelia, was a controlling woman who always wanted everything to be perfect. My sister, Lily, was the apple of her eye, the one who could do no wrong. I, on the other hand, was the black sheep, the one who dared to pursue my dreams as a photographer. It all started when I received a call from Amelia. I was sitting cross-legged on the hardwood floor of my apartment in Seattle, surrounded by the hum of hard drives and the smell of stale coffee. I was deep in editing a wedding album when my phone rang. Amelia's name lit up the screen, and my stomach churned. "Hello, Mom," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. "Wendy, we need to talk about Lily's wedding next month." "You're not coming," she said bluntly, no greeting, no warmth. I was stunned. "Excuse me? It's my sister's wedding. I'm her only sister. You've been doing so well with your photography. If you come, you'll overshadow Lily. For one day, she deserves to be the center of attention," she explained, as if it was the most reasonable thing in the world. I remembered all the times I had been made to feel small for my achievements. When I won a photography award in high school, Amelia told me not to make a big deal out of it because Lily was having a hard time at school. I had always tried to be the good sister, the understanding daughter, but this was too much. I called my father, Robert, hoping he would talk some sense into Amelia. But he just said, "Your mother, and I think it's for the best. Lily is under a lot of pressure." I felt like my world was crashing down around me. In my despair, I accidentally knocked over a glass of coffee, ruining my hard drive with months of client work. Just then, my partner, Ethan, walked in. He was a documentary filmmaker, and he saw the mess and the pain in my eyes. He didn't say much, just held me and listened. In that moment, something inside me snapped. I decided I was done shrinking myself to make my family comfortable. Ethan and I decided to have our own wedding in Italy. We found a beautiful masseria in Puglia, and I started planning. I chose a simple silk slip dress and had a line embroidered inside. No permission needed. It was my way of telling the world that I was done asking for approval. When I told Amelia about our wedding, she was furious. "You're sabotaging Lily's big day. You're so selfish," she screamed. But I was calm. I told her that I was just living my life, and that Lily could still have her perfect wedding. After that, the harassment started. My extended family bombarded me with texts, calling me selfish and cruel. But I didn't let it get to me. I focused on our wedding. Then a friend, Maya, who worked in event planning, told me the real reason I was uninvited. Lily's fiancé, Max, was using my photos on their wedding website to build his brand as a tastemaker. He was afraid that if I showed up, his fraud would be exposed. I contacted a copyright attorney, and we sent a DMCA takedown notice. Max and Amelia were furious, but I didn't back down. I was done being a victim. On the day of our wedding, everything was perfect. The light was magical, and an elderly woman from the village gave me a bundle of wild greenery. As we said our vows, it started to rain, but we didn't care. It was a beautiful, unscripted moment. One of my friends posted a photo of the wind lifting my dress, revealing the embroidery. The photo went viral, and the internet dug deeper. They found out about Max's theft, and the public was outraged. On the night before Lily's wedding, she called me, crying. She admitted that she was jealous of the love Ethan and I had. She said Max only saw her as an asset, and she was scared. I offered to help her get out of the wedding, but she was too afraid of Amelia's wrath. The next day, the wedding in Charleston fell apart. The sponsors pulled out, and the vendors were in a panic. Amelia called me, screaming that I had ruined everything. But I knew the truth. I had just stopped covering for their lies. 2 weeks later, I got a text from Lily. She was staying with a friend, and she apologized. She said I had shown her the way out. I told her she could start over, but we had to meet as equals. 6 months later, Ethan and I returned to Puglia for our anniversary. We used the money from the viral video to start a grant for artists who had been cut off by their families. As I stood there looking at the moon, I realized that the worst thing that could have happened to me was being uninvited. But it was also the best thing, because it led me to a life where I could be myself, without apology.